Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go with the information. A value is decreased by 20%. By what percent has the decreased value to be increased so that the resulting value will be equal to the original value? Okay, so some value is decreased by 20%. Again, the decreased value has to be increased to get the original value. So what is the original value? It is not given in the question. So whenever we solve this kind of percentage problems, and if there is an unknown quantity, so we can assume that unknown quantity as 100. That is, I assume the original value as 100. Now I'm going to decrease this original value by 20%. So after 20% decrement, what is the value we'll be getting over here? So for that, we have to subtract 20% of the original value, that is the 100, from the original value. So this is the decreased value. I mean, this is a value we get after the original value is decreased by 20%. Okay, now let's simplify this one, 100 negative. So if I convert this 20% to decimal, it will be 0.2, because whenever I want to convert a percent to decimal, I have to divide the given percentage by 100, because percent means per 100. So when I divide 20 by 100, I'll be getting 0.2. So 0.2, and this OF of can be written as multiplication in math. So 0.2 times 100. So 100 negative. When I multiply this 0.2 and 100, I am getting 20. So I'm getting finally 80. So when I decrease the value 100 by 20%, so the value I'm getting over here is 80. So this is the decreased value. Now this decreased value has to be increased by some percentage, so that it will be equal to the original value. By what percentage this decreased value 80 has to be increased? I assume this decreased value 80 has to be increased by X percentage, so that the resulting value is equal to the original value according to the question. So now I am going to increase this decreased value 80 by X percentage of that 80. So when I do so, the resulting value must be equal to the original value, that is 100. Okay, now in this equation, I have to solve for x. So for that, I'm writing this 80 as it is. This x percentage can be written as x over 100, and this OF of can be written as multiplication, and 80 we have 100. Okay, now so 10 and 10 can be cancelled, and 2 goes into 8 4 times, and 2 goes into 10 5 times, because both 8 and 10 are multiples of 2. Okay, now in the next step, the equation can be written as 80 positive 4 times x is 4x over 5 equals to 100. Okay, now we can subtract 80 from both sides, because my aim is to solve for x. When I subtract 80 from both sides, it's positive 80, negative 80 will cancel out. I'm getting 4x over 5 equals to, so when I simplify this one, 100 negative 80, I'm getting 20. Okay, let me continue over here. So let me write the equation as it is. That is 4x over 5 equals to 20. Okay, my aim is to solve for x. For that, I have to get out this fraction 4 over 5. To get out the fraction 4 over 5, I multiply both sides by 5 over 4. Okay, let me do it. So this 5 will cancel out, and 4 will cancel. I'm just getting x on the left side. And 4 goes into 4 1 times, 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 5 is 25. So 25 over 1, but the denominator 1 can be ignored. So I am getting x equals to 25. That is, already we have assumed that the decreased value has to be increased by x percentage, so that the resulting value equals to the original value according to the question. But we got x equals to 25. So the decreased value 80 has to be increased by 25%, so that the decreased the resulting value is equal to the original value. So the answer for this question is 25%.